Yo, welcome to my channel. Um, I don't know what it's called yet. I'm still deciding on that. This is literally my introductory video. I know a lot of people don't even do these anymore, but I thought it'd be nice to do it so you can know what you're getting into if you ever find this. If you do, thank you, it means a lot. You probably had to, delve into a part of the internet where nobody's at because it's hard and it's so congested now on YouTube, and trying to find new creators and trying to find interesting videos. I'm pretty sure it's pretty hard. So first of all, thank you for even giving this video a try, clicking on it, but yeah, I don't know what the channel's called yet. I hope I pick something interesting, but overall the focus of this channel is going to be gaming. I don't want to keep it gaming. I want to, do other things, maybe react, maybe, in the future, if I have ideas, or maybe even live stream, But right now it's going to be focused on gaming until I finish what I want to do. And that thing is, I want to kind of reignite that spark I used to have when I was a kid, back then, for gaming, because now I feel like no games hook me, no games call my attention. I don't come out of work and be like, damn, like I want to get on that game. You know what I mean? Because back then you would be like, wow, I can't wait to get out of school because I want to play this game. And you were just so excited to get home and play, finish up your homework and stuff, and so you could play. And I feel like gaming nowadays doesn't do that for you. I don't know why. Maybe it's a mental thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of you relate to that, where gaming just doesn't feel the same anymore. And that's what I'm trying to, I'm trying to reignite that spark. My love for gaming, I want to reignite that stuff. So yeah, that is the point of this channel. And another thing I want to say is, like, I just want to be raw and authentic and true to myself, honest to you guys, whoever's watching. And just like everything you hear out of my mouth, everything that that I say or that I think out loud, or even the energy that I give out during a game, like, I want you to immediately know, like, damn, he messes with this game, fucks with this game, or damn, he thinks this game sucks, Like, I don't want to fake any reactions, because I know, like, the high energy, YouTubers and stuff like that, those are the ones that are like, that pop off and stuff. But I feel like they lie to themselves and they just burn out. There's some authentic, happy, energetic YouTubers, but I feel like most of them, do you really see them acting that way? Like, just imagine it or picture it in your head. Do you see them acting that way with everyone or in every situation? Like, I don't think so. So I'm not saying I don't want to put effort into the videos. I'm just saying that I want to be true and I want to be honest. I don't want to force anything. If a joke comes out, the joke comes out. If it lands, if it don't land, I don't want to, like, I guess I do want a script so everything is organized, but I don't want to, like, read off a notepad and say things that I think, would be funny or whatever. Like, I just want it to be myself. Like, I don't want to have that pressure of being a tryhard, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm going to focus on gaming, and hopefully I branch out to live streaming and, other things, whatever comes up. Hopefully the feedback from viewers, if I get a little community, which would be nice. And I could just go off of that. Because I feel like the special or the magic of streaming or the magic of being a content creator is not really the videos that you make, but the people that watch them. Because if you think about it, all of the live streamers, like, what do they say? They're always like, oh, what does chat think? Oh, this chat, And I feel like it's the viewers that view them that they do it for. And that's kind of why I want to do it. But right now it's selfishly, I want to do it for myself to reignite that spark. But in the future, I'm sure that the viewers are going to hold a higher, what's the word? Sway, I guess, to what I play or to what I do. And I'm just gonna be testing waters, like I'm gonna be testing the waters, and I just want to reignite that spark for love, that spark and love for gaming over again. But yeah, that's basically it. This is the introduction to the YouTube channel, and I hope that you guys tag along and enjoy the videos. Like I said, every video is gonna be just me, authentic. I'm gonna try to come off the bat. And one big problem with me is that I do get sidetracked a lot. So if I start saying something and I don't finish, or like I don't conclude what I was about to say, it's probably because I went up and said some other shit and it went down that way, you know what I mean? So, and I apologize for that if you were interested in the topic that I was saying, but I never got to it. If you want, just ask in the comments and I'll probably try to remember it and I'll answer it and give you closure to that. But yeah, but a little story before, I go, which is what I think gaming used to be for me. Back in the day, around, I would say 2013, 2014, maybe even 2012, I would wake up at 5 in the morning every day during the summer, right? Because my parents, they worked in agriculture, they worked in apple orchards, and my brother, during the summer, my older brother, he used to work his summers, to get money, obviously, and he used to work the summers and go with my parents to work in the orchard, And I remember I would record the time that they would leave. They would leave at 5 in the morning, and I would be up before or at 5 and pretend to sleep so that I could play on my brother's PlayStation 3. And you're wondering, why the hell did you have to wait for your brother to leave to play the PS3? Well, if you have an older brother, you know that he don't like you touching his shit. And my brother was exactly the same. And I'm exactly the same with my younger brother. I don't like touching my shit, especially without asking. But see, the thing with my older brother is that even if I would ask him, he'd give me like a trade, or he'd give me a deal or try to formalize a deal that would suck, it would suck ass, basically. So, the best way to get around that is wait till he's at work, and then I'll just play and he'll never find out, So yeah, I would do that every day of the summer, or almost every day. I don't want to say every day because I'm probably, capping out my ass. But I would wake up at 5 and I would play the PlayStation 3. My brother had a legendary lineup of games. At least that's what I remember. The games back then felt great. They felt amazing. Like I remember, if you guys remember PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I've played Smash and I played that game. To me, they're both great games. I know that PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, I didn't know that at the time because we didn't have internet. But a lot of people weren't fond of the game because they called it a copycat of Smash Bros. But dude, both games were great. Agree, disagree, I don't give a damn. I think both of the games were great in their own right. But yeah, I would wake up and play that game and it felt so felt good. And that's maybe because I was young. So my attention was easily impressed more or something. I don't know. But that game just felt so magical to play. Another game, the God of War games. Maybe I was a little too young to be playing the God of War games, but I played them and I love those games even to this day. And if you are wondering, what do I prefer, the reboots or the OGs? I will always say the OGs because the OG games were just peak gaming. The new ones are good, but they can never compare to the OG God of Wars. And I know a lot of people say it's just mindless, guy mad, guy kill. But if you were actually paying attention to the story of God of War, you would know that the story is, phenomenal. And it saddens me that a lot of people don't even know that, which is crazy that they just already have this, mental idea, if that's what you want to call it, or mental fact about God of War. And back then it had no story and it was just, it's a stupid rage man. But yeah, the God of War games were great. But what I want to focus on primarily is the Black Ops 2 days. A lot of people say Black Ops 2 was the best Call of Duty, and I say it's up there. I don't want to say it's the best one because I didn't play all the Call of Duties to even consider rating them, but I have played Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops, and 6, Cold War. I played the Exosuit ones, Infinite Warfare, and all that. But that's besides the point. I remember Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I remember the magic that it felt to play Mob of the Dead, Origins, Die Rise, Buried, all of those maps. It was just so fun doing all-nighters, playing with random people. Back in the day, I would play as like the medic. I would call myself the medic, and I'd just run quick revive, juggernaut, and stamina up. And I would just go around reviving people, doing clutch revives. And that was fun for me. And then just obviously conversating with the people, because back then a lot of people were more social. Now you kind of have to beg on the mic unless you're playing. Yeah, that sounds crazy, right? Beg on the fucking mic. Unless you're playing like games like Marvel Rivals and stuff, then you just gotta talk a little shit and then people start yapping. But back then, like, people would just be on the mic all the time. Like, they didn't give a shit. Like, I remember people would be like munching on the mic. People would just be breathing on the mic. Like, just, they didn't care. And if somebody was on the mic with them, even better, you just hear their conversations or just talk to them yourself. I was more of a like socially awkward person as a kid, and I still am. It's rare you catch me talking on the mic with people, unless like that person and me are the only ones in the game. Then I'd say a couple comments. But back then, it felt great. It felt magical to do that. I'd do all-nighters, playing Origins, playing Mob of the Dead. I keep just remembering those days now when I play newer games, because newer games just don't hit like that. Newer games feel, I don't know, they feel like soulless. A lot of people say soulless, not fun. Every game that's out that you want to play is just so competitive. And it's competitive because everyone's trying to be a streamer. Everyone's trying to be a content creator. Everyone wants to be the next esports champion. So you get a bunch of fucking dweeb ass people. I'm sorry for the language. I'm sorry for, calling you a dweeb and a loser. But it's just the truth, man. Like, why the hell can't you just be casual? Like, what happened to that? Like, bro, you hop into a game of fucking Warzone after a long day's work, and 90% of the time your ass getting clapped. And pause first of all, but your ass getting clapped. You get on Fortnite, you go build mode, you go zero build, it don't matter. Your ass getting clapped. These kids are just crazy, bro, and they don't get off because they already have it in their head that they're going to be a fucking streamer and they're going to be the next Peter Bot or whatever the hell the new Fortnite people are. I think that guy got canceled recently now for saying some stupid shit. But yeah, it's like everyone wants to be the best. That wants to be the next up, the next ninja, the next, all these people. And so like they try their ass off. They get swamp ass on the game, and that's just everyone now. Like, there's nobody that is casual. It's always somebody just trying to be the next person up. It sucks because for us casuals, I'm pretty sure you're relating to me right now more than everyone. We just want to sit down and freaking have a good time, bro. Like, we don't want to be getting shit on. Stupid asses are gonna say, oh, we'll get, just get good, get better. Like, bruh, we have fucking jobs to do. I don't want to sink 4 hours of my life after work to do this. I just want to get on, relax, maybe play for an hour and get off. But you can't do that shit anymore without getting your cheeks clapped. And then they say, well, change your genre. But you play something like Stardew Valley, great game, by the way. I'm not shitting on it, but those games get boring quick. Well, that's like you're a life simulator person. Those games get boring pretty quick. Minecraft is horribly boring now. I remember back in the day, Minecraft was amazing. Now I can't get on that shit for 30 minutes without falling asleep. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the new updates. I don't know what they did to that game, but that game now is extremely boring. And you hop on single player games, but a lot of single player games, just don't engage you. It's just like it's a paradox of I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's just like everything just sucks, to play. And everything just felt better before, is what I'm saying. And I'm not sure if it's a mental thing. I'm not sure if it's just like companies now just ruining games. But I want to reignite that spark with this channel. Yeah, that's basically it. See you guys. Have a blessed day. Have a good rest of your day. And thank you for watching. And I just gotta ask to subscribe to the channel. Stick with me in this journey. No one's gonna know about this channel besides myself and whoever finds it. It could be nobody finds this channel, So it could just be for myself. But I just wanted to release this for those who do find it, that they what it's about, my goal in this, and what the purpose of the channel is for. And that's it. See ya.